getting it down for that. Time I was dying and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the work the. Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff.
shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. Champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Panic hammer to the middle of the dance floor.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing is Wentz. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Johnson.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check. Hey, switch gears. Switch them, travel.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70, Indy. We want this. Check. Cut.
first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45. Yard line.
Good for a 49er. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give. This is Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They try again with Cook. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Niners 7, Eagles 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second down and 4. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, and the catch made by Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Score, Niners.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. This is White on the screen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it here. This is James White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught. This is White. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52. Hey, exit.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Check 50, check 50, check 31.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. To throw, it's Wentz. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Slant to Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw again, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They can't get none of this.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39, Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, It's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up.
On Wentz's interception. Yet again. Picked up by Kaiser White. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Minshew, first and 10. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
It's fourth down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
82-40. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Got the connection here to Bourne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's complete. James White. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught. He hits more. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore, an even 90 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Again, it's Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. On the ball.
They run it again with Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
on the carry.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's a gain of
you got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
To DJ Moore.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Wentz. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Complete to Jameson.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
A gain of 2.
2nd down and 8.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Niners 31. Eagles.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down.
A good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Niners 38. Eagles.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 49.
This is White on the screen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wentz again. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Darius Slay
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Stop shy of the 45.
Number 33.
Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Tonight's final.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles,